Live at 5.
Breaking news, shots fired near Camp Shelby for the second day in a row. Plus, smashed storefront. A truck plows right into a sports store. People scrambling for safety. And truck driver nominee.
What do you do for a living?
Truck driver.
What kind of truck?
Peterbilt.
Meet the unlikely Democratic challenger in the governor's race.
Breaking news tonight, Tammy. Perry County deputies confirm more shots fired near Camp Shelby for the second day in a row.
That's right, Keegan. Now, right now, detectives say they have one person in custody. They are questioning him right now. 16 WAPT Scott Simmons has more from Perry County.
I'm Scott Simmons in Perry County, Mississippi, where federal, state, and local authorities are investigating the second reported shooting near Camp Shelby. Shots fired Tuesday, shots fired near the base on Wednesday, and when authorities were out near that scene, they say a suspect matching the description, driving the same sort of truck, drove by them and forced his truck to backfire. Once investigators got a closer look at the suspect and his vehicle, bomb squads from the ATF were called in to investigate. Authorities still meeting behind closed doors. We'll have the very latest when it becomes available. In Perry County, Scott Simmons, 16 WAPT News.
And we want to give you another look at exactly where this happened. Once again, this did not happen on the base. The Mississippi National Guard says no service members have been hurt. This is the second day, once again, that soldiers have reported shots fired near the base. Nathan now has weather first.
The humidity has returned, and there have been a few showers and storms popping up this afternoon. Take a look at radar right now. You got to have eagle eyes, but there are a few showers around the metro. We've got one just to the west of Florence, also one between Terry and Crystal Springs. The airport did not see any rainfall for today. Switch things over to the maps. That puts the deficit since July 1st over 4 inches. I think we'll have a slightly better chance of some showers on your Thursday. I'll have the full forecast coming up.
Developing news, Tammy, several people rushed to the hospital after a truck smashed through a sports store in Hazelhurst.
It did, Keegan. Now, the police chief says a portion of that store has collapsed. The truck came crashing into Hibbard's sports store off of Highway 28 around lunchtime today. At least 5 people were taken to the hospital. The chief believes the driver may have had a medical issue.
It was a subject that we believe that had a seizure. It was several people, customers inside the store shopping, several kids, and we don't believe that any of the injuries right now is life-threatening.
The chief says several people are at the hospital once again tonight. We're working on finding out their conditions. Well, more breaking news at 5. Police say police actually shot and killed a suspect after a movie theater attack. It happened near Nashville. Now, police say the suspect walked into the theater where Mad Max was playing and pepper sprayed the crowd. Investigators say he was armed with a gun and a hatchet. Now, when police arrived, they say they exchanged gunfire with the man, killing him.
The gunman had 2 backpack-type bags with him, one on him, another that was left. We want to make sure that there is no danger with those backpacks.
Now, at least one person was injured. Police say it was a small wound from the hatchet. 3 others were treated for exposure to that pepper spray. Well, Keegan, a woman died in a fiery crash.
Tammy, a car crashed into a tree and then caught fire in Jackson. New at 5, Hadas Brown has more from police about what happened.
We're on Elton Road, just off I-55 South, where police say a woman was driving her car at a high rate of speed, then crashed it into a tree, and the car burst into flames.
According to witnesses, she was just at a high rate of speed. But I'm not sure. Of course, you have detectives on scene that's going to be looking into that.
Police say they do know the identity of the driver, but they are not yet releasing it to the public. In Jackson, Hadas Brown, 16 WAPT News.
To give you a better look at where this happened, the car crashed in the dead end of Elton Road east of I-55. In Commitment 2015, a big upset in the race for Hinds County Sheriff. Unofficial results show Victor Mason winning the Democratic primary over incumbent Sheriff Tyrone Lewis with 52% of the vote. We interviewed Mason live on our newscast this morning.
I believe that the voters wanted change. They wanted solutions. They were tired of excuses. So they took it upon themselves to say, okay, let's move forward. Let's get somebody in there that we know that can do this job.
In the November general election, Mason will face independent Les Tannehill, independent Reginald Thompson, and Republican Charlotte Stewart Oswalt. We spoke to Sheriff Lewis, who says he plans to help the new sheriff.
We want to take this opportunity to congratulate
Mr. Mason on the win. We are looking forward to whomever comes out in the general election to make sure that they have a smooth transition and in hopes that they can pick up where we left off at.
Lewis says he plans to continue to help making changes in the community and spend more time with his children. And despite that upset, Tammy, incumbents ruled the day.
That's right. Most incumbents did well, Keegan, but not all. 16 WAPT's Bert Case joins us live in the newsroom. Bert, you've got those election results for us.
There were no upsets, Tammy. Statewide, all the statewide candidates who were in office are going to go back to the office if they win in November. You got to realize this was a primary election. The general election does not come until November. And Governor Phil Bryant joined a group of candidates last night at the Republican headquarters in downtown Jackson and reminded them that elections are not won in August, but rather in November.
And if you will help me, we're going to push on to victory in November, and we're going to finish strong the next 4 years, and we're going to make you proud to be a Republican, proud to be a Mississippian, and proud to be an American. God bless you and thank you.
Bryant faces a truck driver who won the Democratic nomination. He's from Jackson. He didn't campaign. He didn't spend any campaign money. As a matter of fact, he didn't even vote yesterday. Why did you run for governor?
Just because a lot of people are not seeing opportunities that we have, you know, in the state of Mississippi. You know, they do the Medicaid expansion, do the funding public school, but we can do a lot more than that.
He told us his mother only found out that he was running for governor when she went in to vote Tuesday, and she told him that she voted for him. She said she hoped he could win.
An amazing story there, Bert. Bert Case live for us in the newsroom. Thanks so much. And we want to take a look at some of the other winners from the primary. Victor Mason defeated incumbent Tyrone Lewis for the Democratic nomination for Hinds County Sheriff. Mike Cheney won the GOP nod for Insurance Commissioner. Stacey Pickering beat Mary Hawkins Butler for the GOP State Auditor nomination. Lynn Finch won the Republican bid for state treasurer, and Robert Smith won the Hinds County District Attorney's race. Now remember, you can get all of the results on our mobile app, or you can check them out on our website at WAPT.com. Well, Keegan, Fox News is naming names tonight.
Tammy, Fox News has chosen the 10 candidates for Thursday's GOP debate in Cleveland. They are Donald Trump, Jeb Bush, Scott Walker, Mike Huckabee, Ben Carson, Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, Rand Paul, Chris Christie, and John Kasich. Fox News selected them based on national poll rankings. The 7 remaining Republican candidates will participate in an earlier forum on Thursday. President Obama met with the White House today to talk about the Iran nuclear deal. Aixa Diaz joins us live from our D.C. bureau. Aixa.
Keegan, today President Obama spoke at American University for nearly an hour, urging Congress to pass the Iran nuclear deal to avoid war.
By killing this deal, Congress would not merely pave Iran's pathway to a bomb, it would accelerate it.
Making the case for the Iran nuclear agreement, President Obama compared the issue to the Iraq War. He says the same people in favor of that invasion are now criticizing this deal.
But how can we, in good conscience, justify war before we've tested a diplomatic agreement that achieves our objectives?
The president says those objectives include preventing Iran from developing a nuclear weapon while lifting billions of dollars of economic sanctions.
We're concerned that the more money the Iranian regime has, the more they will fund terrorist activity.
On Capitol Hill, debate over the deal continues as lawmakers prepare for a vote in September.
This should not be subject to partisan attacks and political ad wars, even though it has been.
Behind closed doors, the head of the International Atomic Energy Agency met with the Senate Foreign Relations Committee about Iran's inspections under the agreement.
But I'm confident that we have the expertise and experience to do the job.
I think most members left here with even greater concerns about our ability to carry out these inspections in an appropriate way. With that, I'll ask
Senators leave for their August recess on Friday and come back to D.C. after Labor Day, less than 2 weeks before they have to vote on this deal. Live in Washington, Aixa Diaz, 16 WAPT News.
Okay, thanks, Aixa. Bloomberg Philanthropies has selected 8 cities to participate in a city improvement program, and Jackson is on the list. The program is designed to help with data collection. Officials say Jackson can use the information to create more accurate property values and improve the city budget. The Rankin County Board of Supervisors has issued a burn ban over the entire county. The ban includes all outside burning of tree limbs, leaves, or garbage. Franklin County also has an active ban. The burn ban in Hinds County will remain in effect for at least the next 30 days. And Nathan, this long stretch of dry and hot weather is not helping conditions at all.
That's exactly right. We hit 99.4 today. That makes it the 24th consecutive day that we've had 95 or higher. And I'll be honest here, Keegan, if we hit 95 tomorrow, I think we will take first place because this heat is not going anywhere anytime soon.
All right, Nathan. Coming up, plane wing positively identified. The debris is from missing flight MH370. So what's next in this investigation? Plus, a man accused of holding his girlfriend captive for months. How she was found coming up. You're watching 16 WAPT live at 5.
Some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Over to the maps now. Take a look outside from our South Jackson sky cam. We're looking right at that shower located into southern Rankin County and over into Simpson County. So you see the dark clouds in the distance. The high for today, we actually topped out at 99 degrees before that shower popped up. This morning, the low only dropped down to around 75, and there's your sunset. Now occurs at 7:54. The temperature out there right now, 96 degrees. With that humidity, though, we're talking about the real feel, and it feels more like 103. Notice the humidity at 43% and the winds from the south at 10 miles per hour, pumping in that moisture off the Gulf of Mexico. It's 97 in Columbus, 94 in Hattiesburg, 94 in Vicksburg, and 93 in Natchez. Look at these dew points, though. Remember, just a few days ago, they were down into the 50s and 60s, but now we're back into the sultry 70s. Keep in mind, dew point is how much moisture there is in the atmosphere, and when you see dew points into the 70s, that is some sticky air. Real feel is pretty much everybody is above 100 degrees. Here's the satellite radar view. We had the showers and thunderstorms pop up, like I said, primarily to the north and east of the region. There's that batch of showers and storms moving through North Mississippi. There's the stationary boundary, and we've got a little piece of energy riding along that, and also the jet stream. That will primarily stay to the north of us. You see high pressure off to the west. That dome of heat is heading in our direction for this weekend. So Thursday, I think the best chance of showers and storms will be to the north and east of the metro. Hopefully we can see a spot shower storm here in the metro for the rest of the area. And then this weekend, yeah, we're talking about record heat. So for Thursday morning, we'll wake up with a mixture of sun and clouds. There's that potential of showers and storms, especially to the north and to the east. But you notice what happens here. It falls apart as it tries to work its way towards the metro area. 76 for tonight. Hazy stars, a muggy night. We'll see high 96 on your Thursday. Scattered afternoon and evening showers and storms. And Keegan, take a look at this 7-day forecast. A dome of heat really builds its way back, and we could see record high temperatures Saturday, Sunday, and also into Monday. I might be a little optimistic. Those temperatures could be even higher.
Oh, my goodness, Nathan. All right.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Thanks a lot.
Stock up on ice cream.
Definitely. Well, coming up, missing plane debris, the new clue in the mystery of flight MH370 next. We have some breaking news in shots fired near Camp Shelby. Tammy?
Yeah, that's right, Keegan. Deputies say they arrested Alfred Beria. Now, he's facing several charges, including disturbing the peace and being a felon in possession of a firearm. Scott Simmons is in Perry County right now. He just got out of a press conference with deputies. We'll have more on this breaking news situation as more information becomes available, Keegan. Well, Malaysian officials confirm that this wing that they found washed up on a French island is the wing from that Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. Here's ABC's Marcy Gonzalez.
515 days after Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 vanished, one of aviation's biggest mysteries is now partially solved.
It is with a very heavy heart that I must tell that the aircraft debris found on Reunion Island is indeed from MH370.
Malaysian officials confirming the plane, missing since March of last year, went down in the Indian Ocean. Investigators making the determination after analyzing this Boeing 777 part called a flaperon discovered on Reunion Island last week.
It is my hope that this confirmation, however tragic and painful, will at least bring certainty to the families and loved ones of the 239 people on board.
But still no clarity on what caused the packed plane to go down during its trip from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. Investigators at this defense laboratory in Toulouse, France, will continue their probe, scouring that flaperon for physical and chemical evidence.
They'll look for residue. Was there explosive residue? Were there puncture marks? So hopefully we can rule out that there was some kind of an explosion.
Experts also assessing barnacles on the flaperon to try and determine where in the Indian Ocean MH370 went down. French officials, meanwhile, won't go as far as to confirm the flaperon is from MH370, only saying there is a strong presumption. They add experts are still analyzing a suitcase also found on Reunion Island. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, New York.
Well, there's a new trial date for the guide who helped trap Cecil the lion. A Zimbabwe judge postponed the trial of the guide until September. Investigators say the man knowingly led a hunting party into a nature reserve to hunt. The guide actually faces poaching charges.
What is your feeling about the issue of hunting in Zimbabwe?
It's an integral part of our country, and it's got to continue. And if we do not use wildlife sustainably, there will be no wildlife.
And do you feel you had all the right permits and everything was above board?
I believe so.
And so what do you think about the way you've been prosecuted like this?
Crazy.
And that's the guide accused of poaching. The government says they still want the American doctor accused of killing Cecil to be charged as well. Now to the latest on the Clinton email investigation. Sally Kidd is live in our Washington newsroom with more.
An inspector general notified the FBI last month about concerns that classified information was included in emails that had gone through Hillary Clinton's personal home server. Now, this email controversy began in March, and since then, government and congressional investigators have been trying to determine whether Clinton sent or received classified information using unsecured email. The inspector general reported in July that he had found 4 emails containing classified information, saying they were not marked classified but should have been. Clinton has said her private server had numerous safeguards, and she said she never sent classified information on her personal email account. A spokesman for Clinton's presidential campaign says the FBI is not targeting her and that the inspector general has not accused her of any wrongdoing. Reporting from Washington, I'm Sally Kidd.
Well, Keegan, a Kansas man is facing charges after allegedly kidnapping his girlfriend and holding her for 4 months.
Tammy, police say he kidnapped and raped her and has been holding her captive since April. Anthony Allen is charged with aggravated kidnapping and rape. Police say the woman was found after leaving a note in the envelope of her rent check.
When she got outside and I talked to her, you could tell she's like, I hope this is what I think it is, you know what I mean? And when I said go downstairs, she was just went like that. She was quick. She didn't even hesitate. We got downstairs, and then that's when she finally, she looked so relieved, but at the same time, she was, shaking really bad and, started crying because, the officers said, is your life threatening right now? She's like, yeah, it has been.
And that man is in jail on a $500,000 bond. Well, this video from Kentucky is at the center of a lawsuit. A sheriff's deputy handcuffing a child with learning disabilities. And tonight we're hearing from the boy's lawyer.
And Kentucky law has spoken on the issue and is very clear. You can't use handcuffs. It's not an easy job for anybody to work in a school system, but it's very easy not to use handcuffs and have 8-year-old children's first experience with law enforcement in their lives be handcuffed because they're misbehaving in school like every child in the world does.
The ACLU is suing on behalf of the boy. This video shows the deputy handcuffing the 8-year-old by the biceps. Officials say the boy has ADHD and can be heard crying in this video. The case is still pending in federal court. More than 20 homes are destroyed in a California wildfire, and officials say it is growing. Firefighters say this blaze has consumed more than 100 miles. They estimate only 12% of it is contained. Residents in Volusia County are being told to evacuate. Officials say about 13,000 people have been forced from their homes, with only volunteers to take them in.
I asked for a little help. Look at this room. This community's come together. It's beautiful.
You could take a breath. Right now, when I woke up this morning, I saw that it hadn't grown, still contained. Everybody was safe. It was like, whew, finally, we need a break. They need a break, and we need a break.
This wildfire is one of 22 burning in California right now. It has burned for 6 days straight. As we head to break, let's take a look at your stocks. Actor Idris Elba is making Maxim magazine history, Tammy.
He is. He is going to be the first guy to ever grace their covers. Now, usually they have women on their covers, but this time they're going to rock out with him. Now, the magazine says it wanted to change directions. Executives said Elba was an obvious choice and that Maxim is aiming to make itself more female-friendly. Keegan.
Nice choice. A cover guy there. All right, Nathan, what are we dealing with weather-wise?
Well, we have a gully washer out there right now in between Richland and Florence. That is drifting its way ever so slowly to the north and east. So it could affect you folks in Brandon. That's good news. We need the rain. We'll have another chance of some showers tomorrow.
Okay, thanks, Nathan. We will see you back here in about 30 minutes.